Lake Norman City. We're located in the Piedmont, North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Let's get to the chase. Me and my associates here have done some research. But as an investor, what I would really like to know is what makes your city so unique.
Our city is very unique because we have a 98% efficiency rating in all of our systems, and we have the second largest banking industry in the world. But what really drives people to our city is our tourism attractions.
Oh yeah, I read up on your tourism. You have fine restaurants, underwater hotels, and a cultural center on the lake dedicated to the Cherokee Indians.
Yeah, that's correct.
So your city is so great now, but what motivated you to change your city like this?
Well, in 2020, we looked around at neighboring cities and saw how they were inefficient. They misused their manpower regarding solid waste, and they were not eco-friendly. We wanted to make a change. So our material, civil, and environmental engineers got together, pioneered a new system, and created
Me! My name is Mr. Clean. I stand for multi-system, 4Rs, calculated systems, levitating autonomous vehicles, eco-friendly, accessible, and noise left over.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. You see, our environmental, civil, and material engineers all got together and decided they needed a system that can manage collection, separation, processing, and energy, all efficiently while incorporating the infrastructure. They also decided they needed a set of policies to reduce how much waste they had to process in the first place.
I noticed you have no single-use items in your city. Why is this?
Well, you see, we have no single-use items in our city, so people don't use an item once and just throw it away. That's one of our reduced policies. Other reduced policies include no single-use item, no packaging, and no harmful chemicals. And the Green Police. The Green Police is a system that monitors your material usage in the bins and gives you an incentive based on it.
So if you have reduce in your city, you must use the other 3 Rs.
Yes, we do. 30% of the items in our city are reusable. And in the home and commerce, if people don't want to reuse an item anymore, they bring it to the reuse center where it is sanitized and redistributed. Also in the commerce, people bring their own reusable bags to get items, and for food items, there's a reusable airtight container to distribute food out to the people.
For the next R, rot, I did some research because I have my own garden at home. And I found out that you put your rot materials in chambers where they decompose under sunlight, soil, and bacteria.
Yeah, that's correct. Also, the chambers shift daily, and on the last shift, they're either put in our vertical farms or local parks. We capture the heat in the biodegrading process in a system called TEG, Thermal Energy Generator, to correct energy.
Because you spend so much time on these systems, you must not have a very complex recycling system.
Actually, our recycling system is complex as well as efficient. Separation starts in the home where materials are separated out by placing them in one of 5 chutes. The chutes are labeled paper, plastic, metal, glass, and other. Once down the chutes, they are transported by an ALV, or autonomous levitating vehicle, to a conveyor belt for further processing.
So do you use any systems similar to other cities?
Well, for paper and plastic we do, but we also use fairly new systems, such as low heat gasification and molecular deatomization, also known as plasma gasification.
So for paper, you wash it in soapy water and compact it to make new paper. What do you do when it can no longer be recycled?
We either compost it or turn it into new toilet paper.
And for plastic, you chop it up and melt it into beads to be later sold and repurposed?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what are low heat gasification and molecular deatomization?
Well, you see, low heat gasification is a process that uses low heat to break down glass into a raw material into spare metal. The gases created by this process are spun through a turbine to create energy and then filtered out to stop pollution. Molecular deatomization is a process that uses plasma to break down materials into a liquid and a gas. The gases are also spun through a turbine and filtered out.
So what trade-offs do you have in your city?
One trade-off is that we don't create as many jobs in a recycling center because no one directly handles the waste. However, we recreated these jobs in our rot and reuse centers.
Another trade-off is, if something were to malfunction underground, waste would be backed up above ground, causing health and safety problems and making your city very visually unappealing. We fixed this by being able to handle 5 times more waste than we actually have to handle, as well as having flexible joints to temporarily uphold equipment.
So that's your solid waste system. What other systems do you have in your city?
Well, since Mr. Clean can do everything, we also have transportation, health and safety, energy, and many other systems. So you might be wondering about our energy systems.
Yeah. How do you get energy for all of your city?
We collect energy in our city by using FAT, or floating air turbines, pressured sidewalks throughout our city, solar panels, and hydroelectricity in the dam.
How does your energy system relate back to your amazing Mr. Clean?
Well, since Mr. Clean is so amazing, he still needs underground management and energy to supply it. So our system has to preserve energy as well as recreate it using TEG, low heat gasification, and molecular deionization.
So, how do you ensure health to all of your citizens?
We ensure health to our citizens by having them wear a wrist monitor that connects to a nanobot within the body and gives you status updates and alerts EMS if there's an issue. Also, Mr. Clean is so efficient, we don't have to worry about him in our food, water, or air streams.
And what about safety?
Well, safety is implied with many common household rules, as well as our solid waste being handled underground and keeping out of direct contact with citizens, keeping them safer.
Wow, I'm impressed. The city is efficient, eco-friendly, and visually appealing. I would love to invest in your city.
Can't wait to see you in Lake Norman with that check.